I'm going to be showing you guys how women will manipulate you. Trust me, there are tons of ways women will manipulate you, and here today I'm going to go through each and every one of them. I don't want to waste any time, so let's just get straight into it. Once again, guys, I'm very sorry for my voice. As you can tell, I have a cold right now. First one is faking diseases. Guys, women do this all the time. One time I had an ex who faked cancer not only once but twice. How do you do that twice? This happens to a lot of people. My best friends just got out of a relationship. His girlfriend was doing the exact same thing. I basically just gave him the advice I'm about to give you guys now, and that is don't believe it, guys. You have Google, you have so many different things to clarify. You don't gotta believe in that. So for me, I'm going to be putting that one in F. Here's a dangerous one I see a lot of guys fall for, and that is we barely know each other. Women love to use this card. They love to say this exact thing. We barely know each other. We barely talk. We barely see each other. Complete lies. Chances are, if you're suspecting her of talking to her ex or talking to her coworker, and she pulls out this card, it's over, bro. Just leave. At that point, honestly, just leave. This one should be at D, but sadly, we live in a world where people are just dumb. So I'm going to put this one on B because this is a dangerous card, but don't let it affect you guys. It should be at D. But yeah, I'm going to put this one right at B, and let's get to the other one. Cosmetics. I think cosmetics is a broad term, but this has been around since the history of time. Even animals do it. People love bright, flashy things, and people love to make people happy. So there's so much that goes into it, but basically, cosmetics will be S tier. I fall for this on the daily. I look at women and go, man, she's cute. Man, she's good looking. That's mainly due to cosmetics, nothing else. I don't know anything about these women. Women will go so far to conceal their identity, to conceal their actual natural beauty from the world. It's actually kind of sad. They reek of insecurity and they mask it as confidence. Don't let them trick you. Some women have ulterior motives. They want to trap you, they want to get a rich husband. And so they can just relax and use you all their life. So I'm going to put this one on S. This is the number one thing. Shaming tactics. This one goes to A. Women love to do this one. This one is dangerous, guys. Shaming tactics, especially a group shame. Dude, women love to dogpile on you and shame you about stuff that they weren't even there for. It's actually kind of crazy the amount of lies and hoops women will jump through just to prove a point. Shaming tactics will go to A. Now, collective brainwashing is sort of what I just got into. Now, women will mass socially agree, and this one also goes to A. This one is just as effective. Women love to gain up on men. They love to accuse them of stuff, accuse them of lies. That's already on the list. I'll get into that later. But yeah, they just want to all come together and lie and gas each other up. And it's very dangerous.
Women in 2025 do not like high IQ men. The woman brain can compete with the male brute brain pretty easily. Depending on her skill, she can bob and weave and basically destroy this guy. His only tool is either breaking up or domestic abuse. Once you introduce the aristocratic male brain, things change. This guy can see the manipulation simulating in her head. He can literally see her dialogue. And so he just snipes that shit from a distance. The girls in 2025 hate this because you can't back up any of their talking points with logic. And that is why they have to resort to this. When this happens, the aristocratic male brain every now and then thinks, do I need to compromise just for the sake of the world spinning? Personally, I don't think you ever compromise because once you diverge from truth, you get into lies. This is what we have right now in 2025 is just a vast outnumbering. This is actually a decent battle right here, depending on the skill of the aristocrat.
Especially the clip that I just showed you explaining how women think and how it works. And here, I'll put it up again. It's a perfect example of what they do and why they do it, especially friends, but not even that. Strangers even will join in, and they will always take the female side no matter how wrong it is. So I'm putting that one on A. Now, my next one is gassing each other up. This one I thought about putting in A, but I'm going to put it in B because I feel like women can overextend this hand and get too excited and kind of rat themselves out. If you actually pay attention, certain women will get crazily excited to throw a man under the bus. It's actually kind of crazy. But this one is probably going to go to B. Pay attention for them gassing each other up. They love to tell each other the whole world, and they believe that they eat it up. If you don't believe me, just look in any female's Instagram's comment section, and they're just straight feeding the delusion. So this one's also related to it, playing the victim. This one is very, very dangerous. Yeah, they love to play the victim. They love to lead you on. We've seen countless time and time again, court case after court case of this exact situation. They cause a lot of problems. They buff out their chest. They become very masculine. They bite off more than they could chew. And unfortunately, certain people react. And they feel helpless. They feel powerless. And then when the moment's all said and done, they get back on their high horse. They get angry. They get bitter. They get vindictive that they were made to feel small, that their ego was crushed. So what do? They either play the victim or they gang up on you and they accuse you of false accusations. So playing the victim will be B. Now, next is false accusations. Women love this, just like the whole Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard situation. That trial lasted for a month. Everybody I knew was talking about that trial. And because it was supposed to set a boundary for both sides, women wanted to say, oh, this happens all the time. They're still saying that. They're still saying Johnny Depp's a liar. Men, on the other hand, all came together and said, we need to put an end to this very problem. We need to point out what is happening and we need to put an end to it. And I think that's what helped a lot with the court case. It kind of, and I think that court case was supposed to help. Did it, on the other hand? I'm not really sure. I don't think it actually has helped anything, but it was supposed to help. And when he did win, it did mark a great, great time. So yeah, I'm putting this one in the S tier because this one's very important. This one's very dangerous. This one might be the actually most dangerous one because it's very vindictive. It's very pointless on their part, but they don't care. And they get to a point where their anger digs them in a hole that they really can't get out of. But actually, it digs you in a hole that you can't get out of. They accuse you of all these things, and by the time they realize they messed up, they'll never come forward. They're scared of repercussions. That sparks a whole debate on whether people who false accuse, specifically women, false accusing men, should they go to jail? It happens quite often. There's a huge debate. I should make a video on it soon. Stay tuned. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I need more subscribers. I need to get monetized. And if you want to consider donating down below, that would be perfect. As I'm not monetized, I'm literally just doing this purely out of passion to educate you guys. But let's get back into it. So here's one, leading you on. Women love this one. They love to use this one. They love to lead men on. They do it all the time. They've been doing it, oh my God, probably since humans have been around. That's the whole point of cosmetics. They lead you on. They try to manipulate you. And then they drop you. When they feel like they gotten everything from you, they just straight up drop you. So I'm putting this one at A. This one is almost as important as cosmetics, but I'm not going to put it as cosmetics. Just because I feel like you should be able to see the signs, you know? I'm going to make a whole tier list on ways women will lead you on, but stay tuned for that one. Just turn on notifications and you should get it when I first upload it. Okay, so guys, the next one is getting you to hate their ex or ex friend. This one I consider an A through B simply because people genuinely, I've seen so many dudes fall for this. They get rage baited, they get put almost on a pedestal, like a moral high ground of such and such wouldn't do this, such and such did this to me. I can't believe my ex was abusive in these ways. And you're all getting worked up. You're like, man, it pisses me off. I can't believe he would do this to you. There you go. You fell for her trap. I see so many simps doing this, so many white knights. The other day I was just at a party and this girl couldn't just stop talking about her ex and how abusive her ex was and how they were together for 4 years. So her new boyfriend of a few weeks instantly got mad, huff and puffed his chest, and then threatened to shoot him. Like, what? So this one goes to A and B because I've actually seen dudes get angry and upset about this and they're ready to risk it all for some female. This one is sabotaging their friends. This one I'm gonna put in D tier. Dudes really don't care about what other women's friends are. Like, as long as it's not no guy they're competing with, I don't care about whether your friend's a good person or a bad person. I really just care to get to know you. And if anything, your friend just going to be in the way of that. The next one is her hating on your friends. This one is C tier. Mainly this one's C tier because, guys, you should know. You should know whether your girl is hating on your friends. And you should know that's an obvious manipulation attempt. So that's why it's at C. Because some dudes, they'll fall for it. Yeah, they'll take the bait. They'll cut off their entire support system and just rely on this girl. And it becomes increasingly harder and harder to stray from this girl. A few of my friends have fallen down this rabbit hole and they have cut me off. And I'm sure a few of your friends have done it to you too. Don't take it to heart. They're just in their own world right now. Chances are they're really insecure and they just finally had a few moments of happiness with this woman, and this woman just basically took advantage of that. Happens a lot, man. It really does. So I'm putting that one in C tier. Her always in charge, and you can't tell her no. This one goes into B tier. If she always in charge and always wants to be in charge, she's super disagreeable. She's super dominant, and chances are she's going to do that about everything, including parenting, um, negotiations about marriage and prenup. There's so many fields that women shouldn't just fully take control in, especially in a relationship. So this one is B. A lot of dudes won't fall for that, but yet majority end up will. If the girl is good looking enough, trust me, a lot of you guys will, whether you think so or not. The next one is doesn't trust you. This one kind of goes in between C and B because A, she's probably projecting if she doesn't have a reason to trust you because chances are you didn't do anything wrong. Assuming so, right? Assuming you're innocent in the scenario, she's projecting and she's just basically, if you're just smart enough, you can get her to confess exactly what it was, whether intentionally or not, including the whole projecting angle. You can get her to accuse you of cheating, of having certain addictions, of stealing, so many different things, lying. Chances are, if she's up to something, she's going to accuse you of wrongdoing and just doesn't trust you. So that's what this next one is. It's sort of the same thing, but the women use this one specifically. Accuses you of cheating slash wrongdoing. This one goes to D because you know what you are, you know what you did. Once again, assuming you're innocent. This one should go to D because I have never seen a dude get convinced of something he didn't do, even if they're taking Ambien. The next one we get is crying. This one is absolute A tier. Women use this since the dawn of time and it works. Men fall for this. Not just you, but innocent bystanders will see your girl crying in public and instantly come and console her and shame you and even borderline threaten you like, oh, is everything all right? What's going on over here? Can I help you? Overall, very piece of shit move for your girl to do. Putting this one in A tier. If she does it once, leave her forever. She's going to keep on doing it. The next one is talking over you. This one I'm putting on C because if she's talking over you, just let her speak and she'll talk herself into a hole. Yeah, you should never attempt to yell over her. This is either a rage bait method.
What are we waiting for? My nail lady's not going to be there tomorrow and she's leaving soon.
So why didn't you mention this earlier?
Or it will just drive her more insane and just going to escalate things. What you want to do is be smart, be strategic, say less, let her talk more. And like I said earlier, you will end up catching her in a lie. This one is self-harm and threatening to self-harm. This one is at C. Guys, 9 times out of 10, it's just a ploy for sympathy. Don't listen to them. I've had numerous exes do this, and guess what? They never do it. If you actually see your ex do this, give it some time. And if you do get back together with her, ask her, hey, did you end up doing the self harm? 9 times out of 10, it's no. And if they do lie, just ask for proof. They can't show proof. Chances are The women who do cut themselves will always show proof. They'll always take pictures and show proof for attention. So yeah, this one I'm putting on C. I have seen dudes fall for it, but those are just weak-minded dudes who probably just wanted their girl back anyway. Another thing women will do, and I'm going to put this one in B, is changing the subject. Women love to use this card, man. They love to get you emotionally flustered and then just change the subject by bringing up the past, bringing up something bad you did, or just straight up just saying, like, hey, I barely know him. We just work together. I work really hard. You know how hard I work. Blah, blah, blah. You don't do this, so I got to work even harder. X, Y, and Z. So stay away from the girls who change the subject and keep your eye on it. That's the only reason this one isn't at C, is because this one can get very elusive. This one can get very tricky. It could get very hard to know whether your girl is changing the subject or if she's just trying to add extra context to whatever she's explaining herself for. So I'm putting this one in B. Use your thinking cap. Use context clues. Think of how the argument started to where it is. And yeah, you'll eventually develop a very good footing to learning how women can change the subject. And once you learn it, you really can't unlearn it. But that's all for today, guys. I'm going to be uploading a ton of new tier list videos. I got one about BPD women coming up, one about narcissist women coming up. I got one how to text women. I got 3 of them I'm working on right now that I'm currently editing. Just stay tuned, stay subscribed. And yeah, if you really want to support the channel, because I only do this as a hobby, donating down below would be greatly appreciated. I'm happy you guys made it to the end of the video. I'm really grateful to teach you guys, to educate the youth. And I just don't want you guys to go through the same thing I went through trial and error with multiple girls. Once again, I apologize for my voice. I'm very sick and I am on vacation, so I'm recording with my phone and not my actual microphone. So yeah, see ya.